Right, so for today's video, we have some hairstylist drama that has went viral over the past few days. The original video is posted on this account right here called Shantae0909, and as we can see, the original video actually has 2.5 million views. And in this video, straight away, you can tell Shantae is upset, and she actually starts off by saying she has had the worst hair experience.
When I say God has been truly testing my patience and my faith, today was like one of the worst hair experiences I ever had.
Shantae then goes on to say that she's been going to the same woman, Mary, for about 10 years now to get her hair braided.
So I was at Mary's African hair braiding on Kelly between 8 Mile and 7 Mile. I've been going to the same lady for about 10 years. I'm sorry, 9 years. So she recently opened up a larger shop to where it's like maybe 20 braiders, but the customer service was very poor.
So yeah, as you heard, same woman that she's been going to get her hair braided for about, well, 9 years, as she says in this video. And Mary has recently opened a new shop to which Shantae went to. But then we hear Shantae say that this was basically a negative experience from the start, right? With a bunch of the braiders actually showing up late, and there not being enough members of staff for the amount of customers that are there.
But the customer service was very poor. The shop opens at 8 o'clock. I was there at 7:30 out there in the line. They let us in at 8. The braiders didn't start showing up until 9 o'clock. By this time, it's about 20 of us seated. So only 2 or 3 braiders showed up. And then about another 20-30 minutes, another one braider came in, and they just started coming in periodically all the way up until 11:30, almost 12 o'clock.
Then after the braiders showed up, Shantae says that she was skipped over in line, so someone got to go before she did when her appointment was earlier.
So they had a list. I was on the list. For some reason, I got skipped over, and I said something about it. But there was a lady about to get her hair done by the lady I was supposed to get my hair done by, because I was ahead of this lady by a whole hour. So I said something to the lady, and she told the lady, go ahead, sit down, don't worry about her, as if I didn't mean anything.
And it's at this point where things seem to get a lot worse. So someone else starts braiding Shantae's hair. There's a bit of an issue, enough of braiders came over, and then basically somehow it's escalated into a situation where one braider has slapped the other.
So I brought it to the other lady's attention, and she was like, no, you sit here, you get your hair done. I was like, at this point, I just feel like she does not want to do my hair. So I am just gonna wait until the next person. So it took about another hour. So at this time, it's about 10:30. I finally get a lady that's doing my hair. For some reason, I don't know, she couldn't get my part right or what was the issue. I just know that another lady came over. They started arguing over my head, and the lady slapped her while she was in my head.
Which of course sounds like a wild situation, right? That's the last thing that you're expecting when you're going to get your hair braided. And it's also worth saying here that Shantae has uploaded another video showing this happening, right? And I don't want to show the video on YouTube because, I mean, first of all, I think it would actually probably get taken down. It's not like a full-on fight, but you do see one of the members of staff, I'm assuming one of the members of staff, slapping another one. And then there's basically this big commotion where people are trying to separate it. And like I said, the video is on Shantae's page. Now, Shantae then goes on to explain that it's starts kicking off. Obviously, people are getting annoyed, there's a lot of shouting, and then about 30 minutes later, things start to calm down. But then Shantae goes to the bathroom, kind of looks in the mirror and sees that there is a problem with her hair, right? It hasn't went the way that she was expecting, and she also speaks to another customer who also had a negative experience here.
I took a couple pictures of my hair. It looked like my braids, it looked like my 5-year-old daughter did my braids in the back. My parts were not crisp at all. There was no product on my hair. Some of the braids were intertwining with each other. So I'm like, okay. I walked out the bathroom, and there was a customer out there. So I asked her, I was like, what do you think about, my parts of my head? She was like, oh no. She was like, no. So what she told me was, she was like, you want to know what? She's like, I'm back up here today because they played in my mother's hair yesterday, and her parts were terrible. I'm like, okay.
And unfortunately, it seems like things don't really get better from here either. So Shantae goes up to speak to the manager, who is obviously the person who has actually been braiding Shantae's hair for about 9 years now. And the outcome of this conversation seems to be that Mary has fired the braider, and then it's kicked off again.
So I was like, let me go talk to the manager, because like I said, I had been going to this lady for 9 years. So I bring her to the back and I'm like, Mary, I'm like, can you just take a look at my hair? What do you think of my hair? She immediately started going off like, no, I'm tired of this lady. She give me a lot of problems, blah, blah, blah. She's fired. I fire her today. So I was like, okay. And she immediately just ran back out to, where all the people were. Cause like I said, we were in the back. And I guess she fired the lady, and the lady went over and smacked the girl, I guess, that smacked her. So now it's another brawl. This is brawl number 2, okay? Mind you, I got a couple braids in the back, so now I have to find another person to braid my hair.
So all in all, clearly a very negative experience, right? Shantae has went to get her hair braided. She thought that would be the only outcome of this, right? She gets to leave and she likes her hair. Obviously, it hasn't really played out that way, and it's turned into this much bigger situation. Now, Shantae does go on to say that she does end up getting her full service from somebody else. But by the time it's all finished, Shantae has been there for 10 hours, which sounds like a crazy long time to be there just to get your hair braided. So Shantae says that she wants to go and speak to Mary about the prices, and Mary doesn't seem to be overly happy about this. So Shantae ends up saying, okay, I'll pay the full price, but I won't be coming back.
I've been there since 8 this morning till 6 o'clock. I haven't had nothing to eat, nothing to drink. I'm tired. You can look in my eyes and tell. So I was like, Mary, can we go in the back and talk? Cause I want to, kind of discuss the price. I'm like, like it was a lot going on today. And I'm like, it took way longer than expected. Like I've been here for a whole shift plus some. So she just went out like how she went off earlier when I, talked to her about the braids in the back. She just went off on me like, you gonna pay me my money, da 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 da. Start going off on me. I'm like, you know what, Mary? I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna pay you your money, but you want to know what? I'm never coming back. And I'm like, you don't even realize how many customers you lost just based off of the things that happened today. So many women I talked to in there said, like, I'm never coming back here. Some women even said, like, they don't even want to get their hair braided no more because of this experience.
And then Shantae ends the video by saying that she is making this video to basically advise people to not go.
I made this video so that y'all could be aware. Just don't spend your money there. Do not. It's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? The customer service is poor. The back room just nasty altogether. I don't even know how they're washing hair back there. You know what I'm saying? The attitudes, not everybody's attitude was nasty, but to be an owner, you know what I'm saying? Like I expected to be compensated in some type of way. I've been here for what? 12, 13 hours. Like that's crazy. I'm sorry. I got my math mixed up. I'm so sleepy. But I've been here for a very long time, and I expect to be compensated, seeing as that you got people fighting over my head. I'm here double the time. I done had to get my hair braided, taken down, and re-braided. Like, man, I don't know. I try to come to a conclusion with the lady. I was very nice to her. I just don't want y'all spending y'all money there.
Now, interestingly, there were a few videos uploaded by other accounts that actually happened to be there at the time of all of this happening. I actually ended up seeing this video before I saw Shantae's story time, so I saw this video with no context as to what was going on. Like I said, there's a couple of them. I've seen 2 in particular, 2 users have uploaded videos off the situation. This was the one that I saw first. This was uploaded by Bella. And in this video, Bella actually shows part of the argument. Now, obviously, we don't know the extra context of what part of the timeline this was in, right? But there's an argument with who I believe is Mary and then Shantae.
Okay, so this is my experience at Mary's African hair braiding on Kelly between 8 and 7 Mile. And this is how my experience started off.
Right, so obviously it's kind of hard to really hear what's happening. There's music in the background and stuff as well. But clearly there's a big argument going on. And since I believe this is Mary and Shantae speaking here, I think that this would be towards the end of the situation if we're bearing in mind Shantae's kind of timeline and her story time on it. Obviously I don't know for sure, right? But from everything we've heard here, it feels like this is happening after the slap and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, if you're a customer here and you're just expecting to get your hair braided and then you're seeing all of this as a big situation happening, of course that is going to be a really negative experience. And in fact, in this video, Bella actually goes on to speak about her experience there and just how her hair didn't turn out the way that she wanted it to. So she shows this video, which looks like it is from Mary's own TikTok account of someone getting their hair braided, and she says that I want something similar to this. But as we play the video, it's very clear that Bella isn't happy with how it turned out.
This is my stupid ass sitting in the chair thinking that my hair is about to eat down. These are the parts. I'm like, can y'all fix this? These parts are crooked.
Right now, it's
This is my mama asking her to record my hair. So she tried to knot in one of the braids like this one is messed up. Look at them parts. Look at them parts. Look like somebody played in my head.
So yeah, I mean, the situation started off with Shantae saying that she has had the worst hair experience, and you can see exactly why she said that. Now, looking at the Mary's African Hair Braiding TikTok account, it doesn't seem like they've really addressed this at all from what I can see. It seems like they've just continued to post like the videos they were doing normally, like showing hair, right? But the comment section, as you can imagine, is just filled with people talking about this situation. I mean, there's a comment here saying, how many hours was this? 16? How do you stay in business? 12-hour wait coming up. Like, literally pretty much every single comment that I can see here is about this situation. And they are basically posting daily, so it feels like they probably aren't going to address what's happening, because I feel like they probably would have at this point. Shantae's video has been out for 4 days, and there hasn't been like a response yet, so it seems like there probably won't be. But with that being said, I would love to know your thoughts in the comment section down below on everything that we spoke about in today's video. Obviously, I hope Shantae finds someone that is able to braid her hair the way that she wants it done, and it's not going to be this incredibly like stressful situation that we heard about today. But yeah, either way, if you did enjoy the video, leave a like, subscribe, all that stuff. Also, if you're interested in some other content, me and Emily have a channel where we play games, react to reality shows, stuff like that. So if you're interested in any of that, that's always linked in the description. And until the next one, I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, goodbye.